Okay. It was black for a little second. Anybody else see that? Whatever. What's up, Noisy? Thank you for joining. First one in. Um, get ready for some reading, bro. I know these games aren't everybody's cup of tea, but I've been like wanting to finish it, but I know I should probably play something more interesting. But oh fucking well. This is what I want to play, so this is what I'm gonna play. I almost contemplated not even like going live for this and just recording it, but why not? Why not? Y'all can see my grammatical errors live. Why not? I do want to play like a keyboard typing game one of these days. Ooh. I think I might have to start from the beginning, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. Just get through the prologue. Yeah, come on. I'm gonna put DZ. So we're gonna tell DZ about all the things that our boyfriends are doing. Okay. This is where I need to save. And this is where we'll save. Yes. They can be interesting, but they do have their slow moments, which I get, of course, but I mean, yeah, that's just what comes with the game. It's a fucking reading game. Hold on, I got like this little curl that's just like. What? What's up, bro? He just wanted to come out, I guess. Oh well. Alright, so we don't have to go anywhere, but the dating app is the best choice to go. Because I think if you go to the bar, you run into Luca anyway. And he's like the main character. From what I understand, Luca's the main character. After a bit of deliberation, I decide to use the dating app. There's no commitment and nothing to lose, I guess. It can't hurt to sneak a peek. John Smith, we've seen him before. Man of Your Dreams, seen him before. Fred, I'm not your first, I'll be your last. That's so lame. As I begin to scroll throughout. See, grammatical errors already. As I begin to scroll through the local profiles, it doesn't seem like it's going to be my lucky day after all. Until I come across the final few. Last time? Who did we date last time? We dated Mark. Okay, so Mark is off the list today. We only have Tristan. Um, a full list of my current extracurricular affiliations can be provided upon request. All of my socks that have been eaten by the dryer. You can only be certain of a lack of certainty. Tristan just doesn't sound cool, bro, okay? And not like in a cool, like, oh, that guy's cool. Just mean like, bro, you're weird. You're kind of weird, bro. His profile stands out, but maybe not in the best way. See? Like, that doesn't... It's not interesting. He definitely has a way with words, but the bit about socks makes me laugh for the first time all day. Okay. I do enjoy a man with a good sense of humor. Too many in my past have been problematic or stoic. Theo. Theo is more my speed, you know. Doing fun things with my hands. Looking for you. Live fast, die young, leave a good looking corpse. I'm willing to jump into the heartbreak, okay? That's what I think Leo's for. Theo's did I say Leo? Theo sounds like the type to get down and dirty. Could be great for a quick hookup, and he's not bad to look at either. And here for a good time, not a long time vibe is mood. He could probably help me relieve some stress, especially with his hands. Just saying. And Luca, I've already met Luca. And Mark, we already know about Mark. Alright. Theo or Tristan, y'all. I'm gonna save right here too. I'm feeling a little frisky tonight, so let's go with Theo. Hey, you know what? Maybe I should check on the volume real quick. Boy, fuck Tristan. I don't want to fuck with Tristan, bro. He sounds lame, and I'm not in a lame mood. I'm in a turn up mood. I'm gonna turn up the volume. Hopefully that's not too loud. Y'all let me know, right? Cool. Alright. Oh, I'm sliding in the DMs. Hold on now. Again, if this is your first time, I'm not reading these text messages. It's kind of lame. Whoa, I'm gonna show you the time of your life. Period, yeah. Hey, Theo! Hold on now. You see, this is what we signed up for. This is what we signed up for. If the game isn't fixed, I guess I know who I'll be doing tomorrow. Because my girl needs her itch scratched, period. I'm dead. I forgot it's DZ. And he has no idea. A search in Rooster Maps revealed the address in question to be a house in a decent neighborhood. Definitely better than mine. As I wait for my hyperdriver, I hear a meow in the distance. Must be my imagination. I feel something fluffy rub on my leg and look down to find a pure white cat. You're very friendly. I kneel down and pet the cat. It forces its head on my hand, demanding all of the pets. As I'm petting the cat, my phone dings to let me know that my hyperdriver has arrived. Sorry, kitty, I gotta go, but maybe I'll see you later. Watch it be Mark! Watch it be Mark! Nope. No cutscene with Mark. That's cool. 5 minutes before the meeting time, the hyperdriver lets me out at the address I received last night. At first, I can't see anybody in the yard, but when I scan the area, I see two muscular legs poking out from beneath an old car in the garage. He's a car guy. That's why he likes to do the hand stuff, I get it. There are a bunch of tools strewn around the site and the sound of a man's grumbling voice coming out from under the car.
I can't believe this is also rusted through. These were supposed to be mint parts.
He invites me over and he's fiddling with his car? I can't believe he's not waiting for me. I walk over to the source of the voice and clear my throat. Theo?
Oh yes, 1 second.
The owner of the leg slides out from beneath the car and gets up to his feet.
Hey.
Hold on now. He's calling me Lily. Okay? You almost got slapped, boy. You almost got slapped. You must be Lily. You here to borrow the tools, right? No! No, I'm not! He extends his hand for a handshake, but instinctively pulls it back once he notices the oil stains all over his hand.
Sorry. My hands are dirty.
I see that. I can see that, sir.
I'm Theo, by the way.
Yeah, hence the reason why I called your name when I came up here. He's kidding, right? Was he blacked out drunk when he texted me last night? And who is Lily? You don't remember?
I think I would remember someone as cute as you.
Seriously? Feezy, it's me, Feezy.
I still don't know what's happening.
Oh, you're tripping. I'm out of here. Goodbye. So sorry I interrupted your day. Go back to your car. I'm good. He offers me his hand. There's definitely some confusion, but I'm here, so I might as well make the most of it. I shake his hand. Nice to meet you too. So I'm assuming that Ted told you where to find me. It's weird that he didn't call. I'm usually off on Tuesdays, but if anything's urgent, I can help. I'd have to get the truck from the shop first, though. I have no idea who Ted is. I'm here for a date. Before I can say anything, a hideous loud melody starts blaring from the pocket of his jeans. Theo takes an old scuffed up flip phone out of his pocket and brings it up to his ear. Hey, low-key y'all, I think we might need to bring the flip phones back. I think we just need to go back to that. Start remembering phone numbers again.
Hey.
Is that why there's a cute thing at my door saying she's here for a date? Who's he calling a thing? Well, she's 5 minutes early. Okay, you bet you 20. We're still up for drinks on Friday? He's talking on the phone, okay. I'm like, what's going on? I watch Theo flip his phone close, slide it back in his pocket, and extend his hand.
Hey.
What is going on? Since you came all the way here, we might as well. This is weird, like serial killer weird. Is he gonna invite me in now? He looks nice, but was this an awful idea? Should I bail? Why don't you grab a chair in the back while I clean up?
I'd invite you in, but I can't be sure you're not a serial killer.
Okay. He winks, gesturing to a small backyard behind that house as he starts walking toward the door on the side of the house. I'll have you know serial killers are usually Caucasian males around your age. Just in case, I have pepper spray.
And now I know you have pepper spray. If I were a serial killer, I'd come back out wearing goggles.
I head into the backyard and take a look around. While small, it's pleasant and well kept, but lacks any kind of noticeable character. After about 5 minutes, Theo reappears wearing a fresh t-shirt, his hair still dripping wet. He's carrying 2 cans of beer. Is stout okay? I think I should have some fizzy drinks in my fridge too, if you prefer those. I'm not a beer girl. He heads into the house and returns carrying an unopened bottle of lemonade and an empty glass. Thanks, buddy. I'm curious, do you even like James Dean? Definitely Rebel. Definitely. Definitely. Rebel Without Cause is one of my all-time favorite movies. I feel like being filmed in CinemaScope gives it that edge that earlier movies missed. While I did like it, I prefer East of Eden myself. There's a reason why that won way more awards. Well, we do have something in common. What brought this up? You? No. I mean, your friend put a James Dean quote in your profile. Yep. We have to remember he didn't make that profile, so he has no idea. Yep, that's the one. Used to be me, but not anymore. We sip our drinks in an awkward silence. Finally, I decide to speak up with what I consider a neutral question. You're a good-looking guy. Why'd your friend set you up on a date? I think I've just been whining about my lack of love life recently. You too, huh? Theo gives an awkward chuckle, then moves on. What about you? You're also off on Tuesdays? I go in whenever I'm summoned. I'm a temp retail manager.
Oh,
My condolences. At least I have some sort of a schedule. Some sort?
yeah, but things happen, you know?
Oh, surely I do. Oh, I surely do. Things are getting awkward. What should I do now? I mean, this is a nice place. I'm curious, how does one afford a house in this day and age? Take over families, shop at 19, skip university, generally be too busy to do the actual 20-something money sink things. That bad? You do what you have to do. When my dad got sick, someone had to step up. He scratches absent-mindedly at his tattooed right arm, covered in music and travel-related imagery. But those moments kind of help you figure out what's really important in life. Sure, there were some things I would have liked to do, but I wouldn't trade the time I've spent with my family for anything. He's a family guy. Okay. Alright, I'm seeing the... You know how you bust down a pistachio? We're busting his pistachio down. Like, I'm seeing his inner nut. We sit in a comfortable silence before I follow up. So what do you do in your free time? Any hobbies? Theo chuckles and gestures to the garage. I inherited this fixer-upper from my dad. He gestures at the house behind him.
And then I bought that fixer-upper. I watch my brother's kids from time to time, too.
Oh, he probably don't want kids. Any hobbies always seem to go in the back burner. Thankfully, I seem to be in the final stretches of these projects. Just a couple of things left I can't seem to manage to procure. Well, you definitely seem to be doing something right. Out of curiosity, has repairing cars been your whole life? A good chunk, but not my whole life. You mentioned that you had things you would have liked to do. Like what? Any other hobbies? Didn't you just ask him, bro? Oh my gosh! This is my guy. This is my guy, bro. When we were dating Luca, I literally said, bro, if there was any instrument that I wanted to play, it was literally the drums. This is my guy here. Used to be into music a lot, played the drums, but I had different priorities as I grew up. He looks a bit melancholy, but we did want to get to know each other. Let's save, because it looks like... What happened with the drums? Oh, they're still somewhere in the basement. Haven't touched them in ages, though. Why not? Just priorities growing up, that's all.
What about you? What do you do when you're not at your job?
I play games. Yes, eat me up, Feezy. Eat me up. Sorry, I didn't get that. I play games. Like chess? I have a set and sometimes watch the tournaments on the cable. Oh, sir. You showing your age, Theo. No, on a computer or on my phone. I have Snake on my phone too, but I never managed to win. Sir, when were you born? I play story games, and no one wins at Snake. Theo raises his hand defensively.
Okay. I'm not good with this tech stuff. But do you want to tell me more?
He doesn't care. I continue chatting with him about everything and nothing. There's something about his easygoing nature that makes us feel less like new acquaintances and more like old friends meeting after years. The one I'm currently into is called Heavenly Love. The players control a woman who has the power of heaven. She has to save her world from hell with the help of four now male lead characters. I'm telling you, this is literally Love in Deep Space, which are her husbandos. It's so embarrassing to talk about. I'd never go up to people and be like, hey, look, this is the Atome game that I played. Let me tell you about Theo. Like, no, I don't do that. Not unless somebody else is into it. I'm not sure I completely understand, but you seem really passionate about it. Talking to Theo about heavenly love and my husbandos makes my heart flutter. Really, girl? I'm not sure he completely understands, but he listens to me all the same. Time passes, but we're so engrossed in our conversation that we don't notice the ominous dark clouds gathering overhead until it's too late. A torrential downpour falling from the sky. Quick, grab your things and get inside. Oh, we get to go in the house now. I quickly grab my things and follow Theo inside his living room. Even though we picked everything up as quickly as possible, we're still panting and drenched. Wait here, I'll get you a towel. It's cozy inside. There's a bunch of pictures on the wall that catch my eye. They're the usual home picture quality, but everyone featured looks happy. This must be his family. They seem like a very close bunch. The pictures on the wall remind me of my own passion from a long time ago. Doe-eyed Feezy wanting to be a photographer, or at least doing it for fun. I hadn't thought about those days in a long time. Staring at the pictures, a particular one with a very young-looking Theo by a motorcycle catches my eye. I squint and lean close to inspect it closer. Is he blonde? As Theo returns with several towers, I point at that picture. Is that you? I was really into Billy Idol at the time. Bleached my hair and was sure I'd follow in his rebellious footsteps.
I even had the whole, "this world doesn't allow me to dream, so I'm chasing the one that will" speech for my dad.
He carefully drapes a towel over my shoulders. Well, things don't happen like you plan. And the world goes on, you go on, and you change. Another towel gets draped over my hair. Sorry, I don't have any fancy hair towels around. May I? He gestures to my hair. As I nod, he starts ruffling and drying my hair. The movements seem to come naturally to him, as if he does it often. I mean, my boy has a full head of hair. I think he knows what he's doing. Why is he doing all this for me, while his own clothes are soaked? He has a sister, remember? Remember, guys? When we were dating Mark, we bumped into Theo shopping with his sister. We remember that? I remember that. Well, the game really got one part true. Men do get hotter covered in wet shirts.
Your hair is very soft.
Can I touch yours? Oh my gosh. No, that's something a serial killer would say. I like this one though. The hair care routine is funny. Your hair looks well taken care of too. I don't really do much. Okay, yeah, not where I thought we were going with that. So,
your hair is very soft.
Yeah, let's go back to serial killer.
Oh.
Let's take a picture. Bro got scared. We both pause and look in each other's eyes, then start laughing at the absurdity of my comment. Well, that's a plus for me. That's a +1 for me, possibly being a serial killer. Or is it -1? You mean +2. 2? Remember, serial killers are more likely to be Caucasian males in their 30s than innocent, adorable women like me. I'd agree, but you did come to my place unannounced. +1 for you. That was your friend's fault, remember? We both laugh as he continues drying my hair. Everything about this moment feels natural. He's very easygoing. Even if it was set up by someone else, I'm really glad to have met Theo. Oh, to hell with it. I did come here for a date. Might as well go for it. Go for what? You better not try to kiss this man. She finna just testingly put my palms on his chest, feeling the way it rises and falls as his breath quickens. His hands drop to his sides as he looks down on me. Yeah, you see, no, you're pushing too much. You're pushing too much! I slide my hands up on his shoulders and look up. Since we have established that neither of us is a serial killer, maybe this could be the part where we stop talking and start kissing. Theo swallows and nods. Oh, you're kind of a punk, aren't you, buddy? You just gonna let her run over you like this? I raise my tippy toes and plant a quick kiss on his lips. Then another, and another. My arms wrap around his neck and we stare into each other's eyes for a bit. I can't taste my lips. Can you taste them for me? What the fuck? That was lame as fuck, Theo. I was holding out for you and you said some lame ass shit like that. I can't help but adore him right now. No. What type of shit did he just tell me? I would have backed up and just walked away, bro. Goodness gracious. Give me 10 minutes to recuperate, because what the fuck did you... I'm embarrassed to have read that out loud. I lean in for another kiss and slowly run my tongue along his lips, asking permission. They part with a small moan, and before I know it, our tongues are mingling. I think I might be seeing fireworks. Didn't you say that with Luca? You little hoe. His hands land on the back of my neck, pulling me closer, kissing me deeper. A strike of inspiration hits me. I grab his shirt and we fall on the couch, him lying on top of me. I knew that I really should have gotten a bigger couch. As my hands are mapping his chest under the wet t-shirt, he doesn't reciprocate and chooses to explore my neck with his lips instead. Your skin is just as soft as your hair. Theo is keeping some distance between our bodies as he nibbles on my earlobe while I lazily drag my nails along his back. Is this where I think it's going? Just as I'm about to let my hands wander further, he seems to freeze up. Is anything wrong? He frees himself from our tangle of arms, legs, and wet clothes and slowly gets up, a sheepish grin appearing on his face.
Can we talk? I'd like to get to know you more first.
I sit up, smoothing my hair as the blood starts rushing back to my head, yanking me back to reality. I'm glad he said it. I'm glad he said it, because girl was moving fast. I wasn't prepared for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. We just met this man. We just figured out he might not be a serial killer. Not that he's not one, that he might not be one. And you already trying to fuck on a first night? My girl be trying to give it up. She be finding any opportunity to just give it up, bro. Keep it in your fucking pants. Can I have a choice in that? Sure, let's talk. I don't do casual anymore. Too many bad experiences. Before we can say anything else, the insufferable melody rings out from his pocket again. Sorry, it's my brother. Gotta take this. He exchanges a few nervous phrases over the phone and then looks at me apologetically. He's stuck at the shop, so I have to pick his kids up from their extracurriculars.
Let me call you a cab.
As I start protesting that I can take a hyper myself, he dials a number from a memory and quickly instructs directions to his house. Don't worry, I know a female driver. She was between fares, so she'll be here in 3 minutes. He picks up a hoodie from his couch and hands it to me.
Put this on. You don't want to catch a cold.
Okay. Alright. Every girl loves getting a hoodie from a guy. I mean, as long as it's a heterosexual relationship in that sense. But giving out your hoodie, bro, you can't do that with just anybody. I'm starting to feel frustrated by his overbearing tone. How will I get this back to you? You know where I live. Feel free to drop it off any Tuesday. He winks as a car horn blares outside. Theo starts ushering me out the door. I'm not coming back. The fuck? I'm not coming back here.
I'll see you around?
Yeah, you'll see me around. You can count on it. Wait. It happens so quickly, I don't even register that Theo isn't completely blowing me off. All that sinks in is the gentle way he places his hand on my shoulder. And the way I can't seem to breathe as he leans... Goodness gracious. And the way I can't seem to breathe as he leans his face closer to mine. What? Okay. With the hoodie on. Okay. My stammer of surprise trails off as Theo presses his lips against mine, his other arm circling around my waist and pulling me closer. His lips taste like licorice. I guess. It's not clear how that can be possible, but I try not to focus on that as I want to relish this moment instead. Despite us just meeting, I really like Theo. I feel like I can be myself around him.
That's an apology for having you leave so soon.
I could stay. Girl! She said I could stay though.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, bye. Bye, boy. Girl, you are crawling after this dude. Not only was I thrown out of my game, but it now feels like I've been thrown out of this guy's house. 'Cause you were. It was fun while it lasted. Hell yeah, get your ass home, go to work. The driver is surprisingly nice, and the ride back home is quicker than my usual hyper experience. As soon as I'm through the door, I pull out my phone to text my best friend. Here we go texting DZ. I mean, that man is gorgeous, especially in a wet t-shirt. We made out on his couch, but we didn't go all the way. I really like him. Maybe he's right on taking it slow. I didn't know what I wanted. Cool. Yeah, get that over with. Out of here. Chapter 2. A couple of days after Theo kicked me out, I find myself stranded by the roadside. There's bad luck. There's 100 unlucky gacha pulls without getting what you want luck. And there's my luck. Oh. I look down at the flat tire on my old beater car with exasperation. This is exactly why I usually take Hyper everywhere. Wherever I go, anywhere with this old piece of junk, something happens. Every damn time. I rummage through my trunk. The spare is there, but the tools have been missing since I bought it, as always. I actually happen to know someone who fixes cars, but he kicked me out before I managed to even ask for his phone number. No, he didn't kick me out. We were just rudely interrupted. But only knowing his address does nothing for me now. At this point, I'm thinking of just ditching the car here and using Hyper everywhere. The damn thing is more trouble than it's worth. I take out my phone and request a Hyper. I grab my important belongings from my car as I wait. Fuck this car. Fuck driving. The maintenance is way more money than walking or Hyper. I play with my phone a little bit. If only I had gotten Theo's number. Oh well, it's not like it was gonna go anywhere anyway. A Hyper picks me up. The driver drops me off near my apartment. As I head towards the entrance, I hear a familiar meow. Hi there, it's nice to see you too. I kneel down to pet the cat, and it demands more scratches. Oh, she's gonna take him home. This is that same route. Sometimes I think about Theo, but because I never got his contact information and stopped going to Lucas Bar, I never really spoke to Theo again. It's just me, my cat, and my 4 husbandos. Alright. Cool. I sigh and pull up Rooster Search to figure out if there's a car service in this town. Some place called Ted's Automotive Service Center. Seems to have the highest ratings, so I dial their number. A gruff old male voice answers the second ring. Yes? Hello, is this Ted's Automotive Service Center? Yes, it's Ted's. What do you need? I have a flat tire. Can you help me out? Kid, he said. Kid, you busy? There's someone with a flat tire on the phone. Where can we find you? I can send over my coordinates via Rooster Chat. I hear muffled laughter from the phone. Sorry, dear, that won't help him. Which road are you on? I open up Rooster Maps and describe my location as closely as possible. Gotcha, should be over in half an hour. Only the tire? You don't need it towed? Do you have a spare? Only the tire. I have a spare, but no tools. I'll be waiting. Yeah, I knew that this was the route to go to. About 20 minutes later, as the sun starts to set, a car pulls up right in front of me. A redhead jumps out. Not Mark.
Hey!
Not Mark! Hey, Mark! What's wrong? I have a flat. Mark walks over, kneels down, and inspects the tire. I didn't ask for help. I have someone on the way. Yeah? Then where are they? He takes a minute to investigate it and feel it around a little bit. Oh, really, Mark? Thank you. Thank you for your help and your input. It was so very important. This guy here. He starts poking it, pretending to know what he's doing. Sorry, I was fixing my lash. I may not know much, but I know that isn't how you fix a flat. What the hell are you doing? Just giving the Mark touch. Sometimes they reinflate if I poke them. Bro, Mark, shut the fuck up, bro. Well, this one isn't working. That sucks. But this will help. He gives me a card with his number on it. Mark starts to walk back to his car. What is... That's it? Aren't you gonna actually help me? I'm so dead. As Mark starts to get in his car, a truck sporting Ted's Automotive Service Center on the side stops right behind my car. I know that nigga didn't just stop by just to be just fucking Mark. And you know, I did kind of like him. He was just a fucking hothead. He reminded me of Kyo from Fruits Basket. A familiar form hops out.
Hey. We've gotta stop meeting like this.
Like what?
Being set up by other people.
But then we'd never meet at all.
I was thinking something more along the lines of, maybe we should set something up on our own terms.
Oh my gosh. While we share a laugh, Mark changes courses and stomps back over towards us. Yes, Mark, what do you think he's doing here? You literally just left us. You literally kicked the tire, said, ooh, that sucks to suck, bro, and walked away. Theo looks towards Mark and decides to ignore him. Probably for the best, to be honest. Anyway, why didn't you call me directly? I would have gotten here faster. First of all, I don't have your phone number. Second of all, I called a place called Ted's. Ted is my dad. People like the name Ted, so we never changed it. The old man is still kicking? When are you gonna just leave him be and get out of town? I know, Mark. I know you want to get out of town, but some people are small town people. Mark, I don't have an answer to that, especially to you. Theo brings his attention to me.
Anyway.
Now I see Mr. Grease on his hands is why you were so stuck up. Ugh, fine. Theo steps between Mark and I.
You do know that I take pleasure when someone insults me, or someone I like. It means I don't have to be nice anymore.
Okay, Theo, you bad? He glares at the redhead. Fuck off. Ooh! Whatever, man. She'll ditch you soon and ride the Mark train. Oh, we already been on the Mark train. I watch Mark head back to his car and drive away, being sure to rev his engine repeatedly. I have a strange feeling that he doesn't give a damn about actually getting under my skirt, but just wants to one-up Theo. Sorry about that. Mark he's a creature of the town. You know each other?
Yeah, went to the same high school. He used to hang with the cool crowd, and I used to think I was too cool for that.
Thing is, I grew out of it. He didn't. Hopefully he got the picture.
Enough about Mark. I hope my dad wasn't too rough on the phone. He's kind of old school when it comes to customer service.
He could have said, "Hi, thank you for calling Ted's Automotive Service," instead of saying, "Hey." Why I gotta ask you if this is the right spot? Actually, we've been bugging him to retire completely, but believe it or not, he actually likes answering the phone. He sounds fun. I wish I could get away with talking to customers like that. I'm glad you think that. It comes with the industry. Let's hit a save real quick, because that was a choice. Ugh. Now, can you show me what's wrong with your car? As you can see, it's just your average, ordinary, everyday flat tire. I have the spare in my trunk, but no tools to change it.
That's why I'm here.
Theo winks, pulling a lift and a big lug wrench out of the truck bed and bringing them over.
So, how do you want to do it?
How I want to do what? Be specific. I learned how to change it in driver's ed, but I haven't done it ever since. Can you walk me through the motions while I do it?
Are you sure? You might get dirty.
Oh yeah. I kind of like there's a part of me that kind of is satisfied when you get your fingers all dirty after working on your car. Makes you feel all strong. I'm sure. Give me that lift and the big wrench and I'll do it myself. Go ahead, I'll tell you when to change something. A bit to the right would hit the right spot. Oh, he's just gonna keep saying things. Be more gentle now, you might break something. A couple cars honk while going by, obviously needing to say something about Theo standing next to me while I do all the work, and I take pauses to show them my middle finger. Good for you. It takes me almost half an hour. My hands are covered in road dust, but I have the spare fixed on. Theo checks everything and nods approvingly.
Amazing work. I wouldn't have done better myself.
Okay. Theo gives an inspection to the old tire and frowns. The tread has some damage as well. It's not something you need looked at right away, but you will probably need it replaced down the line. I also noticed some serious rust on your rims. I don't think any shop in this town will be able to get original parts to fix this. I can just get aftermarket parts, right? Sure, it probably won't match exactly. It might look wonky, but it will run. That's all that matters, right? Okay, now you have the spare on. Our shop is about to close, but you can come by tomorrow morning. We'll patch the real tire and get it back on. Checking the pressure might also be a good idea. I don't usually do this, but how about I drop the payment for driving out of here? Ooh! You speaking my language, Theo! Drop that payment because I'm the one who did all the fucking work anyway. You stood there and told me how to do it. I did it my damn self. I think you could at least let me work on my tire for free. Thank you. If you do something for me... Oh, I think you might have the wrong idea about what a retail manager does. You're good with technology, right? Theo pulls out his flip phone from his pocket.
The rain on our date seems to have messed some things up with this one. I need a replacement, but I have no idea about the new phones.
Are we really finna go to the Pear Store again? I remember you even play games on yours, so I thought you might know a lot. Sure thing, I can take you to the Pear Store. When are you free?
Next Tuesday?
Then let's meet there. Can I get your number? Theo hands me a business card. My mobile number is the second from the top. Home is first. A flippin' business card? A home number? Like a landline? I'm telling you, my boy is stuck. He might have done some time. Because how you still stuck in a whole era? I'm not being completely honest here. He puts a hand on my upper arm and judges my reaction. I questioningly tilt my head to one side.
I do need a new phone, but I also really want to see you again.
Keep going. When I don't seem to protest, he presses a quick kiss to my hair.
And this time, we'll set up the date ourselves.
I smirk at his comment. It only took us the third time to do it ourselves. Well, like they say, third time's a charm, right? Before I can say anything, Theo steps back and retreats to his car. He pauses and rolls down his window before driving away.
And I do expect you to give me my hoodie back. So I'll see you on Tuesday.
I don't know about that one, buddy. Sorry. You give it up. I look forward to it. I might have gotten the wrong impression. What exactly do I do with this guy? I arrive home without further issues and pick up my phone to give updates on the situation to my friend. Whatever. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Chapter 3. I had texted Theo my phone number, but since his phone screen started to get a bit cloudy, I wasn't sure if he actually got it. Wow, this looks like a virus hit his phone. I don't think he meant to send that. I decided to put him out of his misery and call him up. After a few rings, Theo's husky voice picks up.
Hey.
Hey, it's me. I could not read your text. You also sent me a string of symbols. A C followed by some equal marks followed by an 8.
Why does that sound familiar? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Your voice sounds fuzzy too. Well, the sooner we get you a new phone, the better. Right, see you later. Back at the pear store. Why are we always at the pear store? Oh, kitty. I noticed that there's a little bit of cat food and water in the alleyway. Has someone been feeding you? Giving him head scratches, he meows at me as if telling me all about the person feeding him. I can't stay for long. I have a date. Thank whoever is feeding you, though, okay? Of course I'll tell you all about it. Be a good boy, okay? Before getting into my car, make sure to give him a few extra pets. I arrive at the designated time and see Theo waiting by the mall with 2 cups of coffee.
Hey.
Welcome, Blazin. Thanks for stopping by. I've got a plain black and a latte. Which one do you want? A latte, sir. I do not want that black-ass coffee. 1 latte for the cute lady. I take a sip of the latte. It's perfect. Just like Theo. Stop it. You've only known him for like almost 2 weeks. Theo enjoys his black coffee as I sip on my latte. We sit down on a bench nearby. In silence, we enjoy each other's company and the caffeine boost. Anyhow, why do you still use a flip phone? Privacy?
I guess. I just never got around to upgrading.
How did you manage that? I mean, there's a lot of things that go through apps and such nowadays. It must be a real pain at times.
I did give it a whirl a couple of years ago, when everyone switched from texting to those messaging things. I wanted to keep up, but there were so many options, and the manual was no use. I think it might be impossible at this point. There's just too big of a learning curve.
I shake my head in frustration. How is he surviving in the modern world? How do you manage the business? Acquiring parts, bookings, taxes, payroll? I had someone set up a computer for me, and I do know what Rooster Brass and all of that is. I have an email too, which I sometimes use for bookings, and obviously I know how to run car diagnostic software and alike. But for the rest of the stuff, I usually have someone for all that. My brother does all the CAD stuff at work. He went to school for it. My sister has an accounting business. We get by. But what if nobody's there to help? What if I was a complete dolt and couldn't describe where I was when you came out to help me?
I'd figure something out. I always do.
You said people set up stuff for you. Can't they just walk you through everything? I must admit that at this point, I'm a bit embarrassed to ask, and don't feel like I have the time to learn new things that are pertinent to my life, you know? But it is pertinent, I mean. What if you go to a concert?
I go regularly. I usually just buy my tickets at the venue.
How the fuck are you doing that, sir? I don't know about that one. What about when you travel? How will you get around unknown places? Book tickets and hotels? Find the best reviewed places? Know that your flights have changed? The last time I flew, my flight changed like 18 times. Theo looks away. I've clearly struck a note there. I take an organized tour or something, and in the end, I don't travel that much. There's enough to do around here. Drop it. I'm good. I don't need to ask too much. Theo looks away from me. We sit in awkward silence. I'm pretty sure I can feel the stares of passerbys at us. Sorry, I got a little heated. After a few more moments of silence, Theo finally speaks. I'm used to it, to be honest, but that doesn't really bug me. He lifts his head to look up at the ceiling. I love it here.
Back in the day, I thought it was some sort of an adulthood requirement to go out in the world and search for a place where you belong. As cheesy as it sounds, it took a big scare to make me learn that sometimes you're already where you belong. After all, nothing and nobody is eternal.
Whew, you didn't have to do that, buddy.
If staying here means that I get to see my folks hundreds of times before we part ways permanently, it's worth it in my book.
Okay, hold on. He ate with that, buddy. Oh, man, that was kind of good. Alright. Theo offers me a melancholy smile. I like that, Theo. That's why I hold on to projects I share with people, like that old project from back in the day with my dad. Remember when you came to my place and I was working on a car? That was something Dad and I started together. If he's been burdening you to work on the project, why don't you give it up? I'm having some hurdles, sure, but I feel that I have to at least try finish it up, you know? Hasn't there been something you set your mind to that you... Okay, I can't read anymore. I'm done, guys. I can't read. My brain just totally like turned off. Hasn't there been something you set your mind to do that you'd want to accomplish no matter what? My gosh. I know, bro. What the fuck is on his t-shirt? I don't, like... Okay. Music band? Good shit, buddy. I feel like it might have been like a copyright issue. Honestly, I couldn't think about it. I had gone to college, sure, but got a bachelor's in business administration to appease my parents. I was going to be hashtag. I was gonna be that hashtag girl boss, but I think my girl gave up on her dreams. Well, maybe we can revive that passion of yours together. What were they? I mutter under my breath. Okay, low-key, because I do like the way those sleeves look. They're like a little slanted. I like that. I've been thinking about that the entire time. Like, yeah, I like that little sleeve thing he got going on. I mutter under my breath. Photography. Theo leans in closer.
I didn't quite catch that.
Photography. Photography? Oh, that's why you were so interested in the photos at my place. I turn away embarrassed. Well, that and I like seeing your family. Theo smiles, places a hand on my shoulder and turns me to face him. Why are you embarrassed? It's a silly hobby that's not going to get me anywhere in life.
I don't think it's silly at all. If you really like it, why not pick it back up?
Theo gently kisses my forehead.
I'll help you revive that hobby of yours.
I like that. I like the way he's talking to me. Theo smiles at me and we stayed like that for a few moments, just supporting one another. I wanted to know more about him, what his wants and dreams were, but I knew probing him wasn't the right way to go about it. I just have to wait for him to open up, little by little. After a few moments, Theo stands up and offers me his hand.
Your hand looks heavy. Can I hold it for you?
Oh! Oh, that was a good one. I like that, Theo. I'm gonna put that in my caliber. He is cooking. He's eating. I laugh at his cheesy request. I can't help but oblige and give him my hand. Oh dear, it's quite a burden on me. Please help lift this weight. Theo also begins laughing as he takes my hand, helping me off the bench. He then pokes the top of my forehead with his index finger.
Okay. Enough with the dramatics.
Too much? Not at all. Holding hands, we make our way to the pear store. I was wondering when we were gonna get there. Let's go and see what they have. And here comes Tristan, bro. Tristan, bro, if you want me to go on a date with you, you need to act right. Get your shit together, bro. You don't look confident at all. You see my nigga Theo? You see how he's standing? Let's just talk about body language real quick, y'all. You see how my guy has his hand on his hip? He don't give a damn. Broad shoulders. You over here hunched over, like closed off to the world. What makes you think I want to go on a date with Tristan? Welcome to the pear store. Would you like a double whack?
Oh!
Oh! And you sound like that, buddy? Ah, the poor clerk looks exhausted. Sounds like he mixed himself up with another job too. Theo immediately pulls out his... I like had a spit bubble and everything. That was gross. The poor clerk looks exhausted. Sounds like he mixed himself up with another job too. Theo immediately pulls out his old busted phone and shows the store clerk.
Can I get something like this?
This is a vintage Macchia. I didn't think they made these still.
Oh.
So there are none like this? No, sir. Well, not quite. There are some similar that I can show you. It's just that these vintage phones are so eclectic that I tend to get a bit excited. Ooh. Well, yes, well, what phones would you recommend? The store clerk motions for us to follow him. He shows us a phone that is like Theo's old model, as the clerk puts it. This one is going to be the closest to your old model. It's bigger and has a color screen. Can it play Snake? Theo and Tristan stare at me in confusion. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's a joke I would have said that would have probably got some boos out loud too. Recognition seems to dawn on Theo's face. What about other models? Maybe a smartphone? Remember, smartphone illiterate here. Yeah, we have a lot of models. Theo points at the flagship phone display.
Anything more sturdy than these? They look like they break easily.
Tristan points to a different display to the side. Yes, these are probably what you want. This one in particular is very popular with the handy folks. It has IP67 resistance. Theo nods understandingly. You know he doesn't get it.
That would really come in handy at the shop.
It can be washed with both soap and industrial cleaners. It can withstand drops from over 3 meters without cracking the screen. And look, a gazillion lumen flashlight built in. Like, I don't care. Theo's eyes seem to light up at those descriptions. The pear clerk then lights up the model and pulls up Snake. It even comes with the factory version of Snake. Good for you. See, all the things you needed, buddy. Right in that moment, we're interrupted by an obnoxious, familiar voice blaring through the store. I swear, if Mark is here...
Theo! Finally getting with the times and joining the modern world?
You see how bro just like slid up from the bottom of the screen, bro? I do love me some Mark though. But sir,
and he brought a consultant with him. How adorable.
Don't you have anything better to do? Hey comedy nerd, my business isn't with you today. Unfortunately, Mark looks towards Theo and me. Don't you have anything better to do than to hang out with someone who still thinks texting is done with physical buttons? You know, you've been a thorn in my side for a while. What the hell is your problem with me? No, don't stop me. I turn back to Mark and get closer to him. Are you so upset with your own life that you have to constantly heckle others? The entire store goes silent. Mark stares at me, rage appearing in his eyes.
I've seen your kind. You're just here until something better shows up. Then you'll run back to your big city dream, but we?
Hold on, I don't like that, Mark. You said you're kind. You don't say that to colored girls. You don't say that to colored girls, okay? First of all, I'm gonna pretend like you didn't mean it like that, okay? Because I do got a soft spot in there for Mark. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say it and you didn't mean it that way. My boy just wants to make it out of his small town.
We're all stuck here in this small town nightmare.
I know, honey. I feel the whole world turn silent. Is that true? I turned toward Theo, who didn't look fazed by Mark's words. My boy Theo likes being here, okay? That's the difference between these guys, okay? Mark storms out of the pear store, and after a few moments, the rest of the customers go about their business. I breathe in relief, and feel a gentle touch on my arm. It's Theo.
Hey,
Theo pauses and looks me deep in the eyes. We don't have to talk about it right now. This would have been a moment to stare into one another's eyes longingly if it weren't for the store clerk interrupting us.
so...
Sorry to interrupt, but thanks for that. That guy's been heckling me ever since I came to town. Anyway, have you decided what kind of phone you want? Well, Feezy, what do you think? I really like the flip phone, but all those new features sound great. Also, I like to try those messaging apps with you. I think bro could use the flip phone. There's nothing wrong with using it. The model's really similar to the one you had. I think this would be best for you. Yeah, it looks similar, but it's clean and the battery should hold longer than 3 days, right? We hear Tristan gulp behind the counter. 3 days? Yeah. Them Nokias? Them hoes used to have battery for months. Yeah, that's how long my current one lasts. But the battery in this one will be fresh, so it should hold out longer, right? Yeah, I don't know where bro was born, what year, but nah. Well, maybe if you use it in the same way. Let's get your Sims changed and all. Let's just move on. Let's go. We're on a bench outside of the pear store playing with Theo's new phone. He seems to be getting the hang of it quickly. How's the new phone, Theo? It's good. It's simple. Very similar to my old one. He seems happy, but the words feel empty. I bet it's my imagination that he looks empty. That's good. Need any help? No, I think I got the hang of it. I'm gonna call my dealer real quick. Sorry, I got a new phone. The old one broke. The parts won't come in. Damn, I'm late. Nah, I don't care. Theo hangs up the phone and looks a bit somber. Hey, is everything okay? Theo still got minutes. Oh God, bro. When I was a little kid, bro, I was like, when I get older, I'm gonna have me a BlackBerry with that little ball in the center where you can just move around with your... that used to be the shit, and you could play The Sims on it. You can play The Sims on them phones. Yeah, it's all good. Nothing to worry about. We sit there awkwardly in silence. I don't know much about what happened, but I wanted him to know I was there for them. We make eye contact right then and there. I can't stand it. He's too cute. I think he's kind of an old school kind of guy, so let's ask him for a kiss. Hey, Theo. I purse my lips in a kissing motion and wiggle my eyebrows. What are you, 15? Okay, sorry for trying to be cute. I punch his arm playfully. Sure. He leans over and offers his cheek to me. I lean over and give him a peck on the cheek. That's not exactly what I meant, though. Theo smiles and laughs at me. He takes a look left and right to see that we don't have an audience and looks me in the eyes.
I got the feeling you were going to say that.
He places a hand on the back of my neck and pulls me into a short kiss. Tenderly, softly. It's not the as intense as the hot, passionate makeout session we had at his house. Kissing in the mall like two teenagers. Maybe I am 15 after all. This kiss seems more romantic, more intimate, more real. Before pulling away completely, he plants another kiss on my forehead. I'm a sucker for a forehead kiss, bro. I'm sorry, bro. A forehead kiss means everything. Same time next Tuesday? What would you say to coming over to my place? That could work. I immediately message him my address on his new phone, giggling like a love-struck puppy. His phone dings and he gets it. But sis, did you look at what your name was on his phone? Like you didn't look at your contact name? It's just, girl. What? What? Hold on. Hold on. You think Theo is a red flag? Hold on. What's wrong with my boy Theo? I'm really liking him. I'm really digging him. Okay? Low key, he's almost better than Luca. I really liked Luca after a while. After getting to know him. But Theo is making his way up there. Mark he gonna be in the middle. My boy isn't last, but he gonna be in the middle. I arrive home and pull out my phone to inspect it. Maybe I should get a new phone too. Here I am texting DZ again. Yep, look at DZ. You just nasty. You freak. Yep, okay, cool. Done. No, yeah, you need to explain yourself, Noisy. You can't make accusations like that. That's rude. Next Tuesday comes quicker than I realize. Like a giddy schoolgirl, I have a hard time staying in bed. Looking forward to my date with Theo, I make sure my hair is washed and cleaned, my makeup is perfect, and my outfit is cute. Hey there. Oh wow, he's like me back in middle school, pressing buttons real quick. Can't wait to see you. My phone starts ringing right around our arranged meeting time. I'm at your apartment building and the door is locked. Hey, I'll be down in a second to let you in. Yes, Mark is an option, yeah. I have that uploaded on the channel. Not in episodes yet, like Luca's, but I'll get there. I'll get there soon. I rush down the stairs and open the apartment complex door, panting, only to find Theo crouched down and playing with a cat. I think that's something you say to a dog. Just as I say it, the cat drops to the pavement and rolls over. Is it in protest to me, or to answer Theo's request? Or to a cat too, I guess.
Hey.
I give him a flirty look. Want to come in or stay outside playing with the kitty? You just got a feeling. Alright, Noisy. We're gonna see. I'm on floor 7.
Do I put this down in my serial killer notebook?
You're never letting that go, are you?
Not until you give me a funnier joke.
We arrive on my floor and I usher Theo into my studio.
I really like this place. It looks very much like you.
What's that supposed to mean? Theo pats my head and kisses my forehead. We're on like forehead kiss number 3, y'all. Forehead kiss number fucking 3. Finna get ready. Had to make sure I'm ready. Speaking of cozy, I grab the hoodie from my bed and give it back to him. Sorry, I forgot about this last Tuesday. No worries, I'll set this down for now. Do you want anything to drink?
Something non-alcoholic. I'm driving.
You ain't gotta leave, baby. Though now I wish I hadn't. The parking situation in your neighborhood is atrocious. You know you could stay here for the night! Thanks, girl. Thanks, girl. Oh.
If you've got anything sweet, that would be amazing.
Oh, come on, I won't fuck you, boy. I won't fuck you, okay? If you want to take it slow, we can take it slow. But you can spend the night. I stare at him playfully. I'm sweet. Look, he's scared to hit. He's scared of the coochie. I never met anybody scared of the coochie. Mark wasn't scared. Luca sure as hell wasn't scared. Luca said first night, I'm in it. One ice cold lemonade coming up. As I grab the drinks for both of us, I think about Theo's previous project that he mentioned last week. How is that old car project going? It's going good. We're getting some new parts shipped in soon, so we should be getting a move on to progress. I'm glad to hear that. Have your siblings come to visit recently? My kid's sister came by over the weekend, and we got some orders in on a foreign site. It was a real pain, though. I bring our drinks and set them on the coffee table. And what about you? You told me you'd show me what you do for fun. I point towards the shelf of games. You fucking loser, Feezy! Shit! Theo approaches it and starts randomly pulling out boxes.
Wow. These are some seriously pretty guys. Are these the husbandos you were talking about?
I'm a fucking loser, bro. I flushed at him mimicking my speech weeks ago and snatched the box out of his hands. Don't judge. It's not about pretty guys. Well, it partially is, but it's also about good stories and emotions, and sometimes some gambling to get a pretty picture. Think of it as reading interactive romance books. That's the best way to put it. Reading an interactive romance book, because that's all this is. With pretty pictures. Do you remember reading books as a kid and thinking, hey, it would be really cool to influence what happens? Yeah, I was always bummed out when things didn't go as I wanted them to. This allows me to choose exactly how the story will go and explore all the possible endings. Theo nods understandingly. Which one is your... So, which one is the one you play on your phone? Oh, well, that's... I go up to him and load Heavenly Love on my phone. I point out the love interest in my favorite husbando. I realize he kind of resembles Theo. She said the same thing about Mark.
Hey.
He kind of looks like me. I think I have a type. So what character is he? He's the older brother type.
Huh?
So he's the main character's older brother. Is that a bit strange? Theo's question catches me off guard, so I lower my phone while I consider it. Not blood related, but more like he teases and treats the main character like a sister. But he really has feelings for her. Oh, so you see me as the older brother type? That's kind of weird if I say it, though. That's kind of weird. That makes me weird. But he totally is. You know what? Stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. Yeah. Now that I think about it, you do have the older brother vibe. Theo shrugged. Yeah, I can see that. What makes this one different than the others on your shelf? It runs on a server, and something a lot of people play together instead of everyone playing their own game. So when there are updates, they need to stop everyone's games to roll them out.
Huh?
Well, think of it like this. For a car to work properly, you have to change the oil every now and then. So for this game, the updates are like changing the oil. But it happens to everyone at the exact same time because everyone is driving the same car. Theo nods in agreement. I think my clunky car metaphor worked.
Oh, like with fancy new cars. Everything's electronic, and they require regular software updates. And if you don't do that, there can come a time when you can't drive them. Except in this case, you're updating husbandos.
Yes. He continues inspecting my shelves. His face seems to light up when he finds one game in particular. Hey, is it that plumber racing game? I remember playing it on 64 with my brother. You used to play games? Way back in the day. We used to have one of those consoles set up on our living room TV, and my brothers and I fought about who got to play next and what. That was before I decided I was too cool to hang out with my siblings and started playing drums instead. You mentioned playing drums before. Do you still play? Well, I do, I think. I still have a set in my basement, but back in the day, I was so into it, I missed classes. Why'd you stop?
I dropped out of the band once I started working in my dad's company. I still pick up drumsticks from time to time, but it's kind of not the same without the promise of the big stage and fame.
You know, that's okay to... You know that it's okay to have an artistic pursuit without them bringing you anything. You can continue doing things just because they make you happy. That's what hobbies are all about. They're not about fame or money, but about doing something you enjoy. In fact, I'm pretty sure you told me that, remember? Theo shifts his gaze at my comments. I thought how money makes the world go round, but I started considering other avenues of enjoyment after our conversation. I like to play games, and I take photos wherever I go. Actually, when was the last time I took a picture? You mentioned photography before. That it's been a while.
Hmm?
Maybe you can show me some of your photos. Sorry, I don't have any here. Now that I think about it, Theo asked me about my passion projects before. Of course, photography is something I thoroughly enjoy, but because I had gone off to do adult things, it's been forever. I should really take my own advice. But enough wallowing in self-pity. Well, maybe we should learn to take the advice we spout, no? I think you're right. After our conversation, I wave the game Theo has put in my hands and then offer him a smile. Let's see whether this is as good as not able to read. Can't read. She don't know how to read, guys. Let's see whether it's as good 20 years later. I pop in the cartridge and pick up a controller. I rotate it so that Theo gets an easier view on the buttons I'm pointing at. You press these buttons to move, this to speed up, this to slow down, and this one to throw things in my way. That should be it. I press the controller in his hands, we sit down on the floor, and I start up the game. They're literally playing Mario Kart. They're playing Mario Kart. It's disastrous. Theo seems to be going the wrong way consistently, and he can't speed up or throw things properly. I finish several rounds ahead of him. Theo's face has fallen and his fingers are going white while gripping the controller. The controller he's holding is exactly the way I had when I showed him the controls. I don't think this is your area. I've also got some board games. Want to play one of those? I pull out some city builders and we settle on one. To my surprise, Theo sets up the board without the help of the manual. We had this one at family game nights. He plays the first cycle with practice strategy and wins easily. On the next round, I barely scrape by but manage to win, but somehow his gaze tells me that he let me win that one. After several games back and forth, we sit back exhausted.
Hmm?
I'm feeling mentally spent, so I was thinking... What were you thinking, girl? I raised my eyebrows playfully. Makeout time? When Theo shrugs his shoulders and nods, I climb on top of his lap, straddling him with my legs. Theo gently pushes my hair back and cups my cheek, seemingly considering something. Then he crushes his lips against mine, that gentleness suddenly gone. Our tongues go from wrestling to caressing, and back as I snake my hands around his head, and he plants his firmly on my hips. His lips travel from my face to my neck to my collarbone, seemingly looking for a spot that makes me gasp the most. I lean into his body and hold onto his shoulders, as Theo's hand drags itself slowly, almost lazily down my arms and across my back. His other hand is slowly tracing a line on the outside of my thigh, sending shivers down my spine. I lean to his ear and whisper seductively, "Want to take this up from the floor to the bed?" He might jump back, y'all. He might jump back. Oh! Oh, he jumped back! To my disappointment, Theo pulls back and shakes his head. I don't think so. I climb off him and put my hands on my hips. I want to make this cult joke, bro. I gotta make this cult joke. Are you, like, in some sort of cult? Theo stares at me for a second with completely baffled face. See? See, I knew he'd like it. See, Theo gets me and I get him. He wipes at his eyes. It's nothing as sinister as that. I've just been burnt way too many times to just go at it without the thought of consequences. When you say burnt, my friend, What are we talking about, burnt? Okay? Done you dirty or gave you the dirty? I need to know. There's a difference. So what kind of burnt are we talking about, Theo? You know that there are precautions you can take, right? Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Okay. No, that's important, sure, but I'm talking about catching feelings instead. I don't want that to happen if this isn't going anywhere. I get that. I get that. I get that, Theo. But us, we good. We're solid. You think this isn't going anywhere? Never said that. I like you, but honestly, I don't know whether you like me back. What? Theo. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be making out with you right now. That's not what I meant. Well, not entirely. What I mean is, do you see this going somewhere beyond wanting to make out with me? It's all fresh. How would I know? Exactly. Have a thought about it and tell me whether you want something once you're ready. I'll do the same. If you do, great. We'll give it a whirl and see where this goes. I'd love that. But if not, also great. At least we can stop wasting each other's time. Theo lies down on my floor and stares into the ceiling before starting to talk silently.
I've got attachment issues.
I lay down next to him and try to find the exact spot he's staring at. There are quite a few to choose from. Growing up, there's always been a fairy tale in front of my eyes. My parents met at school, married at 19, 35 years, 5 kids, and 1 fucked up illness later, he still calls her beautiful and she still lovingly calls him loony for saying that. Okay, Theo, you come from a nice family. Way to rub it in, Theo, okay? Finding out that people's parents are still together to this day, that's the shocker, okay? Nobody's surprised that your parents got divorced after you were born. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's surprised that your parents never got married. Nobody's surprised. We're surprised that they're still together. Nobody cheated? No divorce? No separation? Crazy. How did y'all do it? My siblings are continuing the tradition. Did you know I'm the oldest of 5 and half? Oh, you're the oldest sibling, my guy? I'm the oldest of 5 and half of them are already happily married.
And all of that has clicked some old school switch in my brain. If I do the deed, as they say, I start expecting things. I start imagining things.
Theo wants to marry me. That's what it is. Baby boy, just say it.
And if that person is gone the next morning, it tears me apart.
Oh, put a ring on it, buddy.
So a couple of years ago, I decided that it's not worth it.
So what, you just been abstinent?
I'd only sleep with people with whom I'd like to try to imagine some sort of future together. I don't even know what the future would entail.
I love playing the role of the cool uncle, and it's not like I can wear a wedding ring at my work anyhow, but having someone to come home to would be enough. That's all nice and dandy, but why didn't you say so?
Huh?
You've got boundaries, and that's great. I respect that, but how are people supposed to know them if you don't tell them? Theo is a creep. Don't play with me! Don't play with me! I don't want to hear no Theo slander! Theo looks at me with surprised eyes as I continue. This isn't a fairy tale. The person you're with won't magically know all of your inner thoughts. You've got to tell them. He's on the spectrum, it's okay. He's not picking up on social cues. That's what it is. Sure, people who have been together for years have their unspoken forms of communication, but that thing comes with time, and with a lot of talking, and 30 fucking years, yeah. I keep getting mixed signals here. One moment you're kissing me, the next you're making me feel like I just did something unspeakable. I've got no idea about why. Theo runs a shaky hand through his hair. Yeah, fucking stress out a little bit, Theo.
Fuck. I've been a real dick to you, haven't I?
I'm gonna take the high road here, okay? You have, yes. And now that you told me, I realize that I've been the same to you because, not gonna lie, Feezy, you've been a horny bitch this whole time. You just been trying to jump this man Bones, and y'all done known him for only 3 to 4 weeks. Less than a month. Oh my gosh. Like, let the guy breathe. He wants to get to know you first. I'm sorry. Thank you. But now the question is, where do we go from here? We lay next to one another in silence. I never thought the floor could be so comfortable. Maybe I should look into getting a futon instead of the creaky bed I have. Maybe getting to know each other a little more? I'd like that. After a while, I reach my hand over and entwine my fingers with his. Neither of us say anything, but I get the feeling that we've just gotten over a huge hurdle. I want to tell him how much I'd love to be there for him, to figure out a way to make this thing work. And if that means taking it slow, then I'm okay with that. I just want to know more about him. After a yawn escapes from Theo's lips, he lets go of my hand and gets
I've
up.
got work in the morning. I know we're both busy, but maybe we can keep in closer touch on the phone. Do more of that talking you were speaking about earlier.
So you just gonna leave after we just like spilled our guts? You're not supposed to leave after that. I don't think Theo's the one feeding the cat. I'm pretty sure Luca's the one who feeds the cat. It's only after he leaves that I find his hoodie still neatly folded on my couch. A text comes through my phone. Keep the hoodie. It looks better on you anyway. Boy, 'cause you left it here again and I was not finna return it. I'm sorry. I gave you the opportunity to take it. And you didn't. It's mine. After Theo leaves, I immediately open my phone to message Deezy. I might be in love. You know I support you. Alright, get the fuck out of here. Theo and I keep messaging back and forth, talking about things we like and want from life. We do a lot of texting and long phone calls. After a couple of weeks of this back and forth, one day I get a different kind of message from Theo. I have a party on Friday evening. You should come. What should I wear? You know what I meant. Dress code. Cool. Once I arrive at Theo's place, there seems to be a party going on in full swing. His project car sits polished in the driveway, seemingly finished. I enter the backyard where there are a lot of people wandering around. As I look for Theo, I have to do a couple of double takes. There are several younger guys who look like him, just in different clothes and haircuts. That girl looks like how I would imagine Theo would look as a woman. Those kids running around seem to be related to him in some way as well. No, not that closely related. I see Theo by the boombox with a man in his 50s. As I start approaching them, I can hear Theo's dad, "Don't." I can hear Theo's dad, "Don't," while the older man points toward the music system with a severely shaken hand. This must be Ted. Looks like he got not one. Can't read again, guys. Looks like he got not only his friends, but his family over as well. That explains all the lookalikes and the young kids. I know he has at least one brother who has started a family. Theo nods and turns down the music while Ted clears his throat. That seems to get everyone's attention. Listen up. Theo didn't want to tell y'all why he made this party, so I will. Theo's my oldest and used to be the biggest pain in my ass. I feel like he might have like a country accent. But as he graduated high school, I decided to give him a present. Even though the little punk graduated a year late. Oh. Who was talking about the red flag? That's my red flag. I'm sorry. I feel like it's situational. But that's one of my red flags. Why you got held back, bro? Why you got held back in high school? I don't know. I'm looking at you different, buddy. Laughs and jeers come from the party as Theo raises his hands in defense, laughing.
I had more fun and hot things to do than study, okay?
A couple of whistles sound from a party of guys while Ted continues blazing. I know, I'm shocked too. My Theo? Aw, shit. I bought a wreck resembling that spiffy car he's got there, thinking we could work on that together while he figures out what he wants to do with his life and all. But he goes, "No, Dad, I've already gotten a Harley and I'm hitting the road with my band in a week. We've got a tour deal as a warm-up act. We're getting famous." Theo smiles sadly while a man roughly his age splits from the party and wraps Theo in a short hug. That man looks a lot like Theo. I bet that's one of his brothers. 3 days later, I black out at the shop. The doctors at the hospital find something in my head, tell me to get my affairs in order just in case, you know. Ted's legs are visibly wobbling, and he leans back against the table to steady himself. Next thing I know, the kid is in my hospital room, still high as the moon from whatever party he was at, telling me he's taken over everything. Over the next months, while they're blasting me with radiation and cutting up my brain, he sells his bike and vinyls to fund his auto mechanic certs. Pulls some strings, studies nights, takes a test early, gets everything right on the first try. I get home a bigger wreck than the junker I had brought him. Had to relearn everything while he does everything around the shop. Once I'm good enough to sit, he gets me in the shop and puts me on the phone just to keep me busy. Let me order him around from sidelines and watch him work. Probably saved my sanity. Works his ass off at the shop, and when his brothers come of age, he gets them a junker and fixes it up with them. A female voice calls out, "He gave me one as well, and his baby sister too." And once they're all done, only then he gets back to the original junker and starts fixing it. Took a couple years, but now it's also done. To celebrate the little accomplishment, I've done something I should have done ages ago. This time, kid, I've done the paperwork. You're gonna have to change all of your decals from Ted's to Theo's.
Dad.
Aww. A couple of people started cheering and Theo starts hushing them frantically.
I've got neighbors.
They hug and then Ted shoos Theo away to go mingle with his friends. A party of guys seem to envelop him. After a while, he notices me and waves me over. I stroll over to Theo and he gestures toward the group.
This is everyone.
Theo points at me.
Everyone? I'd like you to meet someone. She's my...
What? Are we official? Are we official? Does this mean I get to hit? Does this mean finally? Is he gonna make me wait longer? Theo's a good guy. I do like him. Theo pauses and looks at me expectantly. Okay, hold on. We'll go this route first. I'm Theo's friend. He wraps a casual arm around my shoulder. Doesn't she remind you of an older version of my kid sister? Aww. We tried it and it didn't work out. We're better off as friends, right, Feezy? Theo's friend takes a bill out of his wallet and wordlessly hands it to him. What's this all about? You were there when I called him a month ago. I bet him 20 that he'd like you. I turn towards Theo. You bet against me? Theo shrugs and pockets the money. I was right, wasn't I? Oh! I think I'm taking an official pause from the relationships. I'm more suited to the role of the cool uncle anyway. I've been thinking of rebuying something like that bike I sold as a kid. Might pick up playing the drums again. The party continues like that with everyone chatting and just having a good time. Theo's a good dude, that's for sure. I enjoy being in his company and being here with his friends. It made me feel like I had another family. But something in me just felt so empty. A couple weeks later, I'm practicing the drums with some college kids. You can come, thinking of grabbing beers afterwards. This is the first time Theo has messaged me since his party. Well, I guess being in a new band would explain why he hasn't contacted me in a while. Okay, I just wanted to go this route just to see what happens, okay? I go to the designated location and see the band practicing. A couple of Theo's friends are also there, including the stranger that tried to hook us up. Are you going to the bar after this? That's the plan, but we'll see how I feel after the practice. As the band practices, Theo looks to be having a lot of fun, dripping sweat from the intense playing. It reminds me of the first night we made out months ago, and I blush. I snap some covert pictures, intending to sending them to DZ and inspect them. The composition is off and the lighting is wrong. I sigh and click on the delete button. Who am I kidding? I was never going to make it as a photographer. Afterwards, we have beers at the bar. I can't help but feel like I'm watching from the sidelines when I could have been along for the ride. I had to see it, guys. I had to see it. But you know, that's my man. This is my man. I'm his girl, everybody. I am your new daughter-in-law. I guess I'm Theo's girlfriend. At that moment, Theo picks me up and plants a huge kiss on my lips. Yes, I made it happen. We all turn to him. Are you the catfisher? The stranger just nods eagerly and smiles at us both. Then he turns to Theo and extends his hand. Theo groans, pulls out the wallet from his jean pockets, takes out a bill, and hands it to his friend. What's that all about? I bet him 20 that he'd end up with you. I turn towards Theo and pout. And you bet against me. Theo raises his hands in
I didn't know you then. I might have been a bit annoyed at the whole situation.
I get it, buddy.
Yes, much better.
I want to go for a ride first. Theo chokes on his drink. His friends start clapping on his back while laughing. I mean in your car.
Sure thing. Once I'm sober.
Once the laughter dies down and I'm sipping on my beverage, Theo turns away to fiddle with his phone. A second later, my phone dings. How about we wait for the party to be over and go for a different kind of ride? Oops. It's my turn to choke on my drink. Okay. Pillow on the floor? That's what I like to see. Once the crowd clears out, I follow Theo inside. Instead of the couch we made out on, he brings me to his bedroom. He cups my face in his hands, the red clear in his face. He leans in for a kiss as I wrap my arms around his cheek. His cheek? Is that what that said? His neck. Wrap my arms around his neck. Slowly, he wraps his hands around my thighs, propping me up as I lock my legs around his waist. He's holding me up just like that, as we continue making out. He slowly lays me down on the bed and begins caressing my neck, then collarbones with his lips. Soft kisses, then nibbles. He keeps going, and this time there's no stopping. Theo knows exactly what he's doing. We spend the next few hours getting to know each other's bodies, connecting intimately, both physically and emotionally. Okay, Theodore! Theo's whining? Yeah. Theo's whining about foreign companies being a real pain to deal with made me reconsider some things. After helping him out with the communication front a couple times, I set up a side thing on the lines of you call me and I'll deal with the weird foreigners in your stead. Theo's family was more than happy to give some context to the industry and spread the word. Turns out dealing with mature professionals is much easier than regular retail clients. What started out as a small forwarding service has quickly grown into official contracts, going to shows to meet more people and doing market research. Today I signed the lease for an official office space. I even have my own sign. Okay, girl. My apartment building's rent prices were raising, and Theo's backhanded, "You can just start paying rent to me" joke has spiraled into me moving in with him. As I'm trying to balance 3 boxes on top of another, they start slipping and I swear. Who decided boxes should be this stupidly difficult to carry? Give them proper handles or straps. Theo takes 2 of them from the top and helps me carry them inside. Everything's a mess, but I'll have time to unpack later.
Is that all of them?
I walk over to a wall in Theo's living room. No, our living room. It used to be bare compared to the other wall, but I've started adding pictures to it. My pictures. New pictures that I've taken just for fun. I plop down on the couch and start fiddling with my phone. Heavenly Love was down for maintenance earlier today, so I'm looking to do my dailies. After a while, Theo puts down a cup of latte. Aww, he remembered. He puts down a cup of latte on the coffee table, then slumps down next to me.
I tried making you one of those fancy lattes that you like. I'm also finished soundproofing the basement.
That sounds suspiciously like something a serial killer would say.
You know it's for the drums. Mind if I head over to the shop to work on the bike?
I pretend to pout. Are you gonna leave me all alone in this house?
I can stay at home if you can persuade me.
He throws a sly grin in my direction. Okay, sis! He looks a little weird. I wink at him and crawl up into his lap before I plant a big kiss on his lips. Like this.
That is a good persuasion tactic.
I wave my hand, still holding the phone and laughing. The maintenance is over. I've got a mug on my favorite coffee, my 4 husbandos. I'm good. Theo presses a very familiar kiss to my
Then
neck.
I'll leave you to it. Have fun.
He's a keeper and I'm taking him off the market. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see what the other endings for him are that we didn't do. There's 2 more. Let's just go back to all of our choices. Yeah, so we'll go. Red flag! Hey, get that shit out of here, y'all. Get that shit out of here. Call a hyper back home. Didn't I already do this? Yeah, I did this one already. Yes, big time. You were a dick, period. No. Let's see if we can... What the hell is wrong with you? I'm so hot, so are you. Why do you refuse to poke me with the sexy end? Okay. Yes, I messed up. Is that what you want to hear? I fuck someone, I fall in love, they leave. Rinse and repeat. Taking out the first step sounds like a good way to change the cycle, doesn't it? If I didn't want to spend time with you, why would I be here? I like you, and we look good together. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be making out with you. Okay. I'm trying to see where the choices would have been. Pushing for answers. What happened with the drums?
What about... What about you?
Just trying to see where all the other options would be. Not now.
You're cute, and I like you. But I have no idea what you want from me. And before we continue with this, I need to know that. And I think you need to know that as well. But we can continue figuring it out.
Yeah, my goodness. He's very straightforward, I'll give him that. I think
Hey.
going back here would be good.
Hey. Hey. I'm Hey.
I'm just picking all the options I didn't pick. Can I touch yours?
Hmm.
Mm, we need a music band shirt. Yes, you're completely right. He's a bit rude. Where the fuck?
Oh. Is it worth it to survive if you're feeling mentally empty?
Oh shit.
Hmm. Maybe.
Keep silence the same.
Ugh. I've seen your kind. We're all
Yeah, Mark. Hey, watch it now, buddy. I still like you, Mark. So I need you to chill.
um.
Come on.
Hey. Can you help me figure... Honestly, so if you can't spell out exactly what you want, maybe you shouldn't be asking for anything yet?
Oh shit. That was kind of aggressive. It's always kind of sad to come back and go through the other choices and see how mean they actually are.
Hey.
Can we go another?
Anyhow.
Da 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 da. I'm almost over it. Alright, we made it all the way to chapter 5 with no other endings. I'm just passing by. Let's save that real quick. Oh, will he be okay? But you should leave. I don't think you're good for him. I'd appreciate if you stayed away. I think you need to sort yourselves out, both of you, and I don't think he can do it with you around. Wow. Coming home from Theo's party, I'm seething and I immediately contact the one person I know I can trust. A few months after I moved in with DZ, Heavenly Love is back under maintenance. DZ has a date tonight. I thought I would be content with sappy movies, playing visual novels, and my favorite drink. Nothing is getting me out of my boredom though. I looked through some of my old awkward photos I took. I come across a photo that I thought I deleted, of Theo. Emotions start to stir in me. We left on a bad note, but... Ooh! Oh! 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 Damn! Like that, Theo? Oh. My wife does counseling. This is the same one, same ending. Okay. I'm not seeing any other routes that we could have gone, guys. See, look, there's our boy Mark. There's another bad ending. That's what I've noticed. These are all bad endings at the bottom. Let's see. Three and one Herrick. You dirty nigga. Oh my gosh, not the 3 and 1, bro. That shit is cancer for real. Which guy's my favorite? Alright, I really do dig Luca, but it was maybe because he was the first dude. He was the first one. He's gotta be special, bro. I still like Mark. He's just not the... You have to kind of like dig deep in him to get the nice side of him, and that's okay, bro. I like my men like that. I like them to be mean to other people and soft to me, you know? Theo is a handyman, you know? Like, I get it, bro. That wasn't it, right? Theo's a manly man. I'm not seeing how we can go anywhere else for that. Alright. Time to Google it. Theo bad endings. A completionist. That's what they call people like me. A completionist. You want to complete it. Some people will literally just avoid it. You know? Oh well. Oh well. I'll probably figure it out. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around. I'm gonna go to bed and dream about my boy Theo. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, bro. I'm kind of curious of what Tristan has to offer us, low-key. He's kind of a punk. I'm gonna say it right now. Thanks, Noisy. I know DZ dropped our 420 video, so definitely go give that a watch for sure. I got nothing to say, y'all. I got nothing else to say. Last time we spoke, I was reading them books. It's done. It's over. I read them. I finished them. My heart yearns for them. But yeah, if y'all have any book suggestions, go ahead and comment them. I will 100% read them. Make sure that it's like some kind of magical thing. So I'm not reading nonfiction. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about nonfiction. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to bed. Fuck this. Alright. Good night, guys.